that's incredible. How much do you weigh?
I weigh 130 pounds.
My gosh. Jack, how much can you lift with one hand?
I've done 220 pounds in one hand.
The very nice.
Yes, I will. Well, Jack, have you always been a weightlifter?
Yes, I've been a weightlifter all my life, and I've also been a professional wrestler for 15 years on TV.
You wrestled on television?
Did you win an Emmy?
No, Bob. No. What name did you wrestle under? Would we know?
I wrestle under Jack Armstrong, and my real name is Lenny Ornstein.
Why did you change it?
Bob. So, Cammy, how long have you been a weightlifter?
About 3 years.
Well, I know that probably if you go to contests, they ask this all the time, but do you mind if I ask your measurements?
13 and a half, 21, and 14 and a half.
You could have fooled me.
Bob, please. Now, that's different measurements than I was thinking about. What is that?
That's your bicep, your thigh, and your calf.
I'm not a bicep man myself.
What are your other measurements?
38, 25, 36. But the 38 is not what you think it is. I mean...
What do you think I think it is?
Bob.
Well, not cotton.
Bob, please. No, what do you mean it's not what you think?
Well, it's mostly back muscle, not front muscle.
Oh, I get it, yeah.
You must be fun to dance with.
Bob, please. Well, so most of the you're saying most of the development is in the back, right,
Yes.
Cammy?
Yeah. You must be doing your exercises wrong.
No, Bob. Well, you do have a real nice body, I have to say.
You.
Now,
Thank you very much.
You should get a prize for architecture.
That's true. How often do you guys work out?
I work out about 3 hours every day.
Wow. How about you, Jack?
I work out 4 hours every other day.
Wow. Now, do you think that that bodybuilding makes the body more feminine, Cammy?
I definitely think it does.
Oh, well, hey, you should have.
Yeah.
I think a woman that works out regularly knows exactly what a body can do.
I'm just interested in how to get her to do it.
Well, now,
How could I get a body like yours?
how could Bob get a body like yours, Jack?
He would start exercising with dumbbells.
Jay has to come along, does he?
All right, Bob. Well, what is the problem that you guys have for us today?
Yeah.
You guys going together? What is it? Business related? What is it?
Well, he wants to get married, and I don't want to get that involved yet.
What are you waiting on, Cammy? You seem like you have all these things in common.
I'd rather compete in the Miss Olympia, which is a bodybuilding competition, and I'm kind of doing some stunts, and I just want to keep on going, and I just don't want to settle down and have kids and get all, you know.
Why run that 38?
That's right. And Jack, you're in more of a hurry, I take it, to get
Yes,
married.
but I'm older than she is.
What's the age difference? How old are you?
I'm 38 and she's 24.
There's a little bit of a difference, so I can understand that. So that's what you would like to ask our panel, huh? If you should wait or not, or what, Yeah. Well, let's find out what our panel has to say. Our first expert is an astrologer who writes a well-known horoscope column. And by the way, astrology is not based on any scientific fact, but is presented for entertainment purposes only. Here is our astrologer, Ruth Revzen.
Well, hi there, bodybuilders. You know, you've got something in common according to your chart besides muscles. Temper fits. And I'd hate to be caught in that crossfire. But seriously, from looking at your charts, Jack, it does show that you're the exact right person to help Cammy on what promises to be a winning career, plus you're a natural parent. So my advice to you all is this. Cammy, I want you to work really hard for the next year, because if you do, in 2 years you're going to win that title. And Jack, you're the perfect person to help her. You give her confidence and perseverance. After that, you'll have time to be married and have children. In fact, your charts show you may have twins.
Oh, yeah. Our next expert is nationally known marriage, family, and child therapist, Dr. Laura Schlessinger.
Thank you, Jay. You know, you two have something in common. Your career interest. That's wonderful. It's one of the kinds of glue that keeps relationships together. But in terms of building a family, I think you have to have a common interest in that too. And Cammy, that which you don't want to do, well, we generally don't do very well. So I would recommend that you both wait until you have the common goal of loving each other, having a family, taking care of children together, and changing the direction of your lives. But it must be a common goal, and I hope you're happy. Take care.
Thank you, Dr. Schlessinger. Our final panelist is an expert in family and marital problems. Here is retired Superior Court Judge Harry Shafer.
Hi, Jay. Well, Cammy and Jack, I've had about 5 years in the family law court, and I've had all kinds of bruising experiences. And one thing I've learned is for a family to endure, it's got to have a firm foundation. And an element to make that firm foundation is the matter of creating children. So therefore, Tammy, what I'd suggest is you continue your bodybuilding work. You can be as beautiful and as cute as a mother as you are in your present capacity. And I'll give you another offer that you can't refuse. I'll perform the marriage free of charge.
All right, there it is. Good job. Okay, Jack and Cammy, now you know we're going to play a little game, and we're going to see if we can make a couple of bucks there and buy some more 5-pound weights. We're going to ask the audience to pick who they think gave the best advice, right, audience? And then while you're away, we're going to do that. When you come back, we'll see if you can pick who the audience picked. So, audience, who do you think gave the best advice? Was it our
Astrologer?
Yes, was it
Our therapist?
or was it
Our retired judge?
Thank you, Bob.
You're so welcome.
Thank you. And we'll be right back after this. Good, don't go away.
Yes.
Okay, Jay.
Right, Roddy.
From Austin, Texas, Steve Weldon.
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Hello, Steve.
How you doing?
Well, Austin, Texas. You know, that's my home state.
Yeah,
Really?
we're glad to see you here.
Yeah, we grew up in Dallas, so we'll talk later about that.
All
but
right.
Are you here on vacation, Steve?
No, I came out here because I heard the Hollywood sidewalks were paved with gold.
What'd you find out?
Well, mostly chewing gum.
So, how does Hollywood compare to Austin, Texas, do you think, Steve, in your opinion?
Well, I think maybe I had a little bit better back in Austin. Back
Yeah.
there we owned a donut shop. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it's called Lone Star Bakery, and we had a saying on our business cards, if we drop it twice, we throw it away.
Nice and sanitary.
Nice and sanitary. Yeah, what happened to the sanitary bakery, Steve?
Well, we got to throwing a few too many away there, Jay.
I guess. Well, after the bakery business kind of hit the dirt, what did you do after that?
We got into the chili business.
Uh-huh. You make good chili, do you?
Ringtail Bobcat Atom Bomb chili.
Well, yeah, I did.
Yeah, boy. Tastes so good, make your tongue slap top of your head plumb off. Make a freight train run on a dirt track. I mean, this stuff will give your taste buds a bear hug, Jay.
It sounds like intestinal Pac-Man.
It does. Well, I take it that the ring-tailed hot dog, whatever you said, didn't make it, huh? The chili business?
Well, no, it didn't go too well. You get a good afterburn now, but I think people got burned out on it. I don't know.
I would say so. So what did you do next?
I got into the show business field.
The show business deal.
Yes, what branch of show business? If you'll pardon the expression, branch.
Spaghetti eating.
That's hard to get into.
Yes, it is.
Gotta do something.
What's up, spaghetti eating, Steve?
That's right. I hold the Guinness Book of World Record as the fastest spaghetti eater alive. I ate a pound in 28 seconds. In 77, May 1.
A pound of spaghetti and
Yeah,
28
in the
seconds?
book it says 100 yards. If you were to take one strand, you know, and spread it out, it'd be 100 yards.
That's what I call
yeah.
fast food.
Yes, it is. How can you, 28 seconds, I'm just trying to comprehend that, a pound of spaghetti in 28
Yeah.
seconds. How can you do that?
Well, you chop it up real good, and you put some butter sauce on it, and then you cram it in with one hand, and you chase it with water with the other, and just let it slide. And get it on down the hatch, you know.
Gag me with a spoon.
Bob, please, please. Ugh, Steve, how do you feel after eating that much spaghetti?
Full. real bloated, and it's just, it kind of makes you cramp up a little bit.
That's showbiz.
Yeah, that's life in the big city there, Bob. Yeah. Boy, it's like that here.
All right, you two. Now, wait a minute. This is Hollywood, boys.
Sorry, Jay.
Well, now, Steve, is this record official?
Oh, yeah, they have sworn affidavits and then electronic timers like you have at swim meets,
Yeah.
you know. They throw out the high and the low time, and then they officially weigh and prepare the spaghetti, and they have all the news people there, and it has to be printed up in the paper and all that good stuff.
So you're in the book? As we
Yeah,
say.
I'm on page 493 under spaghetti right between snails and tortillas. I'm not putting a shuck on you.
No, we don't allow shucks on this show.
Yeah.
So,
Well, just open that and slide them down.
Yeah. Man after my own belly.
well, have you always been a fast eater, Steve?
Yeah, I guess so. When I was a kid, I ate 25 slices of pizza in half an hour in one setting there. A smorgasbord.
Wow.
Did you go to Evelyn Wood's speed eating? Did you?
Well, what other...
Oh, and I ate tacos.
Yeah?
I ate a couple of tacos in one bite, but the chips kind of hard on your old esophagus. I think
guess.
that's what they call it, yeah.
So, what other gastronomic effects do you do?
Well, my girlfriend kind of gets a big kick out of it when I eat a Whopper in one bite for her. She likes that. One of them Burger King things.
You romantic devil.
Yeah, well, so you're the world-famous fast eater, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, apparently you're having a good time with us, Steve. What's the problem that you'd like to ask our panelists?
Well, the problem is I have had a little stomach trouble, believe it or not. And my doctors and my parents and my friends and everybody says that I'm crazy to keep doing it anymore.
Uh-huh.
And so what I'm worried about is if somebody breaks my record, I don't know if I want to see another feller's name there, engraved on 493
Not
instead
between
of
the snails.
Not in the snails and the tortilla. So anyway, I think maybe it might be worth getting another ulcer to beat him if anybody breaks the record, which I hope doesn't happen. But if it does, I've got a problem, and I need to ask the panel, how would they handle it? Should I go ahead or shouldn't I?
Well, I know people get real possessive with those records. I don't blame you, because after all that, I'd want to stay. So let's find out here. Now, remember, astrology is not based on any scientific fact. No. But it is for entertainment only. Here is our astrologer, Ruth Revzen. Hello, Ruth.
Hi. Well, Steve, your chart shows that you are an extremist by nature, and you're glory-bound for sure. You're going to be famous, or you're going to die trying. Now, the problem...
Thanks.
The problem...
Appreciate that. Thanks for the kind words there, ma'am.
Now, the problem comes in is Venus in Cancer, which is love of food, and you also have an aspect which adds a demented touch to your perceptions. But you see, these same aspects that bring you down right now can be used positively to make you the next Steve Martin. So my advice to you is this. Forget the spaghetti and go for the bread. Become a comic star. Well, wouldn't you rather be known as a star than a spaghetti freak?
You ain't a woofing, darling.
Okay. By the way, hustle on your own time, Steve. Our next expert is therapist Dr. Laura Schlessinger.
Hi. Hi, Steve.
Hi.
You know, I'm half Italian, so I know about spaghetti, and I love it, but I don't have the sense you really love what you're eating. And everybody laughed when you mentioned being a little kid and eating all those pizzas, and actually I felt kind of bad. Because
I did too.
Yeah, I didn't mean that way. But I felt bad because it seems like for a whole lifetime, people have been supporting your feeling good about yourself in this very unfortunate way. And in listening to you and watching you carefully, I agree with Ruth. You have all sorts of potential down deep in there. And I think too bad people have gotten excited about the eating, because I think you underestimate how popular and how successful and how happy you can be with other levels of yourself.
All right. Dr. Schlessinger. Our final expert is retired Judge Harry Shafer.
Hi, Jay and Bob and Steve. Steve, this sounds like a case of life or bad breath. You have some well-meaning friends, and you should follow their advice, because if you continue along the same courses as before, you'll end up as a grim statistic rather than one in Guinness's Book of Records. So I'd say to you, follow the advice of your friends. If you want to get into the Guinness Book of Records, do it in a less dangerous fashion. I might even suggest 124 hours of continuous showering, or perhaps watching this program for 500 continuous hours.
Okay. Well, Steve, now that's the advice that our experts have to give you. Now we're going to give you a chance to buy some more spaghetti, I guess.
Okay.
We're going to give you a chance to earn some money. We're going to ask the audience, as you know, who they thought gave the best advice. And then when you come back, we'll see if you can pick who they picked.
Great.
So, audience, who do you think gave the best advice? Was it our astrologer, our therapist, or our retired judge?
Yes, we'll be back with the message in just a moment.
Yes, we'll see you in 1 moment. Steve, step right over there, and we'll see you in a moment. Okay. Well, Steve, you're back.
Right.
Well, we polled the audience while you were gone. And Steve, now, who do you think the audience picked as their favorite advice?
Well, no flies on Steve Martin. I'm going to have to go with the astrologer.
Okay, let's see if you're right. Well, indeed, our astrologer, Ruth Revzen, got 44% of our audience. That's $440 to you.
Great.
Indeed,
That's good.
that is good. Indeed, that was the majority of the audience that voted for her. And the other two were tied with 28%. So you did pick the one. So,
Great.
So, Bob, do you have anything to say to Steve before he goes back to Texas?
Yeah, I'd like to say,
Bob, please.
I like your boots there, right?
Isn't that good? Thanks for being here, Steve.
Take care.
And we will see you next time on So You Think You Got Troubles, maybe be a little teeny ones. Thank you. Thank you, Steve. See you next time.
Some contestants will receive from Watkins, world famous for spices and extracts, this traditional walnut finish spice caddy. We kick